Welcome back. With so many of us experiencing delays or cancellations on trips this year, you might be wondering when, if ever, we're going to be traveling again.
Travel what now? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
And there's some good news, because right now is a great time to book for a future trip. Travel Zoo senior editor Gabe Saglier shares how we can secure a deal by booking now and traveling later. Gabe, it's great to see you.
Good to see you both. Thanks for having me back. Congratulations on the new time slot, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
We appreciate that. Okay,
Yeah.
Let's talk about international travel in a COVID world. It can happen.
Well, listen, slowly but surely it's happening. The prospects, the outlook for domestic flights, a little bit on the fence here as we head toward October 1st, because as you know, there's this CARES Act. The money is burned up by the end of September, or at least a lot of the parameters around those monies. So the domestic air situation is a bit up in the air now, but the international outlook is actually positive. Slowly but surely, we are seeing people booking. There is some flying going on out there, and we are starting to hear news that certain destinations around the world, not Europe yet, but certain destinations are certainly ready to welcome Americans right now.
And Gabe, at Travel Zoo, you guys surveyed thousands of travelers. First of all, most people experience some sort of trip cancellation or postponement, right? And what are your numbers telling you in terms of travel for the rest of the year, or when people are planning on traveling perhaps into next year?
Good point. So, yeah, on international travel specifically, we surveyed several thousand people, and 62% told us that, in fact, they had to either cancel or postpone an international trip. Of those folks, most of them will be traveling overseas next year. So 63% will travel globally in 2021, about a fourth, 26% traveling between now and the end of the year, and 10% are waiting all the way to 2022. So for most of us, that comfort zone will be in 2021 when we can reschedule that overseas trip. We also asked about things like masks. Are you willing to wear masks? Are you willing to take a negative COVID test? And for the most part, people are willing to follow these rules and regulations that will allow you to enter certain destinations. The one thing people don't seem to be really all that happy to do, about 3% say they would be willing to do a 14-day quarantine, which tends to be the name of the game in certain destinations like Ireland and the UK. You can travel there now, but you do have to do a 14-day quarantine. Bahamas, same thing.
Oh,
Okay. Wow. Well, let's talk about more destinations. And I think when we do that here in Houston, we think, let's go to Mexico, right? I mean, that's destination number one.
So it's interesting. With Mexico, the CDC and the State Department have it at a level 4, which means basically they don't think we should travel south of the border. So those warnings are there. Now, that said, since May, we've seen numbers of flights down to south of the border, Cancun, Cabo San Lucas, Puerto Vallarta, increasing month after month. I met a whole bunch of San Diegans here in Southern California who do the drive across the border and have been coming back. So people are traveling down there. No COVID test requirements in Mexico. When you land, you will probably, depending on the airport, get your temperature taken. You have to fill out these health affidavits saying you haven't had certain symptoms in the last couple of days, couple of weeks. Each resort will have its own mandates as well, like having to wear a mask in open public areas. But otherwise, there's some fantastic value. So, for example, let's talk about a place like Punta Mita, which is this beautiful upscale luxury destination just outside of Puerto Vallarta. There's only a handful of high-end brands here. The W Punta Mita, which opened up just about 4 years ago, is, again, on this beautiful stretch of water across from Bahia de Banderas, which means Banderas Bay, a famous outcropping there in the waters of Puerto Vallarta. 3-night stay here for $5.99. You get a whole bunch of dining and spa credits here as well. The neat thing is that this is fully refundable. So if you change your mind last minute, you can cancel with not being dinged. And the travel window is all the way through summer of next year. So you can lock the price in now and then figure out when you will be going and when you feel comfortable traveling to a place like Punta Mita.
Literally a year from now, you could still travel. And Gabe, as you go through this list, I'm glad you pointed that out, because for a lot of these deals, again, even if people are not ready to start traveling, right?
Book it now.
You can book it now and travel, 6 months from now. That's a great tip.
And that's how and that's a great point, because we've shifted actually in the way that we do business currently, because for the most part, we're not publishing anything that's not refundable, number one, and we're not publishing anything that's you got to take advantage of in the next couple of weeks. It's really these some travel windows for some of these international trips go all the way to the end of 2022. So again, you're locking these rates in now, and then really having that freedom and that that sense of dependability. It's when you feel comfortable, when your schedule permits to take on these trips.
And fully refundable.
Listen, the Caribbean's interesting because these rules will really change depending on the island that you select. So as I mentioned, the Bahamas. There's a 14-day quarantine mandate currently for American travelers there, but the Dominican Republic is open. Again, you have to have a negative COVID test within about 3 days before you land. You do have to fill out one of these health affidavits when you land at the airport there, but otherwise the deals there are fantastic. This is a resort called the Lopesan. It's right outside of Punta Cana. On Bavaro Beach, gorgeous sugar white sand beaches. And you've got a 3-night stay here for $5.99. It's all inclusive though. So all your meals, all your cocktails, all those great little water activities included. Fantastic price point. And again, that's good for travel all the way through September of 2021. Fully refundable if you change your mind last minute.
That's really remarkable. Another place too, Belize. Let's talk about this one because this is good.
Yeah, you guys strike me as those who, a couple of folks who love barrier reefs. Well, the one in Australia, the world's largest, is off limits to us right now. The second largest barrier reef in the world is right there in Belize. And this is a property right near that very coveted spot. It's called the Placencia Resort, 4-star property with a private beach, a 3-night stay here. $179. Again, you're right on the way. That's 70% off. That's for travel through November of 2021. So again, if you've thought about a Central American destination, you have to have a negative COVID test within 5 days of your arrival there in Belize. But certainly an option for a lot of folks who are looking for that tropical Central American destination. We're seeing some great deals out of Costa Rica as well.
$179 for 3 nights. That's
Crazy.
like $60.
Yeah. It's almost like it's cheaper to go to Belize and stay home. Am I right?
Yes.
Whoa.
The way that works out. Yeah.
That, Gabe, is a really, really good deal. Okay, let's chat about Bali. Just the word alone conjures up beautiful, like, romantic images. Beautiful.
It rolls off the tongue, that word Bali. So the thing with Bali is that they are opening up their borders. They've opened up their borders for domestic travel a couple of weeks ago at the end of July. They're opening up their borders to international travels on September 11th. Now, it's still up in the air if that's going to be moved around a little bit. They might push it down a couple of weeks. And we're still waiting for details on the restrictions and requirements. Probably, I'd say, negative COVID tests at a minimum here. But do expect that September 11th date to move. That said, over the next couple of months, at minimum, we expect Bali to open up to everybody. There's a place here, the Maya Sanur Resort and Spa, 5-star property. You're right on the water in one of the more desirable destinations there in Bali, in Indonesia there. A 7-night stay for $6.99. You get breakfast and afternoon tea daily, and that's good for travel through December of 2022. So again, what you're doing is you're locking these rates in now, and you're really sort of waiting around. You change your mind last minute, again, refundable with no strings attached. But again, you're locking up these rates that probably will not come back.
No.
Certainly next year when demand starts to ramp all the back up.
Absolutely, lock it in now. And I know you talked about a Europe update quickly, but you've got a couple to keep an eye on.
So we're still waiting. We have the ban in effect for people coming here from Europe and for what's called the Schengen region out there. Croatia, that's a European country that is welcoming American travelers. You have to have a negative COVID test. You have to fill out certain forms. But Croatia is open. I mentioned the UK and Ireland. You can get there, but you've got to do a 14-day quarantine. Little cottage on the cliffs of Moher. I could hang out there for 14 days. And then there's some Eastern European countries like North Macedonia and Albania that are open to Americans as well with minimal requirements. If you must travel to Europe, there are a couple of options out there. What we do know is that starting next month, a lot of these international carriers out of Europe are starting to ramp flights out of the U.S. back up. So they're targeting people with dual citizenship now, or do maybe some humanitarian trips out there. But the anticipation is that we're getting to a point where some of these rules and regulations will start to ease up as Americans begin to knock on Europe's door all over again.
Very nice. Travel Zoo Senior Editor Gabe Saglier.
Absolutely. Thanks for doing all the hard work for us.
Great to see you guys.
Good to see you.
And be sure to check out our website for all the destinations we featured today.